Your attention, please.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go!
How do you do? Mighty pleasant greetings.
When hinges creak in doorless chambers.
Space Mountain!
Yo ho, yo ho.
This here's the wildest ride in the wilderness!
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
I know, right? Like, what's good?
Are we on?
What is good? We are back on. We are back on. Mousetopia Podcast.
Welcome back, guys.
We are back, guys. We are now in we are in another part of Jonas's house. What do you call this place?
This is kind of a mixed bag. This is my dining room.
Okay.
And it was supposed to be Haunted Mansion themed.
I love it.
But I kind of lost the course. Just because I was realizing I'm not going to find that wallpaper. I'm not going to find that table. So it became the Haunted Mansion corner.
I love it.
So this little case has all of my little collectibles I got from the park, things that I found, and then just a collection of art that I stole.
Yeah.
Stuff directly from the mansion, except this guy right here. This guy right here is a changing portrait that supposedly was taken from the Florida version of the ride.
Wow.
Yeah, limited edition.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
There shouldn't be anybody who has this right now,
but
right?
we know it's bullshit. I mean, I limited edition found on eBay.
And I already made it go off topic. Welcome back to the Mousetopia Podcast. It's okay, that's my bad. Because honestly, I'm already mesmerized by the room. Episode, what, 23? I think it's 23. 22 or 23? I don't even remember right now.
You don't keep track here.
Wait, I think it was 23 because I was going to make a joke about 23 being like one of those crazy numbers, those cursed numbers.
Right, exactly.
Let's say 23.
I don't know. But dude, welcome guys. Welcome back to the Mousetopia Podcast. I really appreciate it. Again, we have Jonas, we have Eric, and we have Variant Erik.
Yeah, get it right.
Get it right, bro. And then again, Jonas always hits it with the snacks, man. So this time, since he knows that I'm doing keto, and you guys know that I'm doing keto on the vlog, he got the pork rinds and of course a medley of nuts.
Yeah, and I found these at a truck stop on a road trip. They're dill pickle flavored by Turkey Creek. Something like that.
It's perfect for Tony, but I sprinkled some sugar in it.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. It just messed up my keto right there.
Hey, there's some good ASMR there. But I love them so much that I went to Amazon and tried to find a case of Turkey Creek dill pickle. I just ended up buying a box of this.
They're really good, actually.
Yeah.
They're really good. They hit the spot. Yeah.
Glad you enjoyed the sugar.
I did.
All right.
It's actually really sweet.
Just dip it in sugar.
I know. Molasses and stuff. So, we have Variant Erik, who is coming back right now. Sorry, the fucking pork rinds. From WonderCon in Anaheim, California. Nerd Central right now.
Day one.
It's the second. I feel like it's the second biggest Comic-Con other than New York, maybe?
For WonderCon, it's the second biggest here in SoCal. It's the second biggest here in SoCal. You know what? It could rival actually Los Angeles Comic-Con.
Okay.
One of those two are the biggest.
San Diego.
Of course, San Diego's the biggest one.
Well, San Diego's the biggest one.
That's a given. That's a given.
Right.
Just those two are competing. Which one's bigger?
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I just came back from the first day of WonderCon.
So it's Friday. So it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yes.
So okay. So how was it? Packed wise, a lot of people?
No, not a whole lot of people. It's like the most chill I've ever seen it.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because it's COVID.
Right.
They have limits half the guests or anything like that?
No, not that I know of.
And no masks or vaccinations required or anything like that.
Masks are still required.
Okay.
But vaccinations is also still required.
What? But so you had your vaccination? You had to show it?
Yeah, I had to show it.
Okay, that's great.
I respect that.
Okay. Yeah, because you're in a bigger spot. I mean, to know that the Anaheim Convention Center is open to this again, which is actually pretty cool.
Yes.
Nerd Central starting all over again, which is amazing to me.
Yes, and it's been 3 years since the last WonderCon, so it's really amazing.
That's a long time. I thought it was less than that, maybe 2 years.
Yeah, I haven't even met you guys yet.
Wow, that's a long time, man. And I know that you got Jonas and I a gift from there. I know.
He did.
Yeah,
I did.
So we were saving the reveal for.
Yeah, because I didn't,
Yeah.
and then we want to, show you guys,
I got you guys something. Okay,
yours
this
is-
is for you.
Oh, this is for me.
Are we gonna open at the same time?
I think that'd
Here,
be.
let me hold your mask.
All
sir.
right. Well, yeah, there you go.
I will.
Well, actually,
Hold your
hold,
mask.
your bag, and then that way you can hold
Yeah.
it. There you go.
Okay.
All right.
All
So I
right.
actually have. So if he has his bag, I'll have Eric hold my microphone.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see it.
So I'm gonna put this here. All right. So I'm turning it backwards first, so I don't see it. So let's see. I'm not gonna look at it until I turn it around.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh,
All right, sorry, I just went red. That's so
that
cute.
is cool, dude.
I mean,
That's cool. I like the whole Black Panther.
I
With the
I
Simba
just
logo.
rewatched it, and then that whole scene when he's talking to his dead relatives, of course, just super Lion King vibes.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
thanks,
like
man.
that one, too.
Hell yeah, this is awesome. Now let me hold your microphone
Let's see what I got.
and let's see what you got, my friend. This is a badass shirt, bro. I'll tell you that much.
All right.
Let's see.
Oh, I know this logo, but I know. Joe.
Right?
It's the Slayer logo.
Right.
But it says Vader.
Vader.
Oh, this is the
Darth Slayer. Darth Slayer.
And
Yeah. Glad you like
yeah,
it.
I love
he
it. This
showed
is
me that
great.
one before we left the house, and I was like,
But I didn't show
yeah, I didn't see this one
I'm
though.
like, no. I think Joe
That
would like
is
that.
awesome.
That is
But then
such a badass
I'm
shirt.
gonna have like,
You did see the little thing.
Oh,
oops, wife's here. Let's see.
There's like a little memento.
oh, there you go.
Aw, all right. Just remind us of what's not happening.
I know.
It's a little
Kinda-
Comic-Con pin
Yeah.
of the toucan. Oh.
I think it's their logo, right? Like
Yeah,
their.
it's their mascot.
Their mascot.
Because
Okay.
WonderCon is a sister company for San
That's
Diego
cool.
Comic-Con.
That's cool.
Yeah.
The shirts were freaking amazing,
Thank
man.
you,
The
man.
shirts
Yeah.
were awesome, man.
Spot on.
So now, you have any juicy news of anything going on right now?
Oh yeah, that's the stuff we want.
Because I mean, honestly, there's panels. There's a lot of things going on. What's going on?
comic news with Variant Erik.
Yes, so I did go to a panel,
Uh huh.
a Marvel panel.
Right. Ooh, Marvel
Oh, shoot.
panel.
Yeah.
Hey, those are pretty
So
cool.
That's pretty great.
There is a huge announcement
Okay.
that they made
All right.
at the show.
We're dropping it right now on the
All right,
podcast.
fresh. He just
Fresh.
left the parking lot.
Yeah, literally like 2
WonderCon.
hours ago he just left. So
All right.
The new Black Panther.
okay, Black
Panther.
Panther.
Yes.
All right.
They're gonna have to be like okay.
Rest
okay.
in peace,
Uh,
Chadwick Boseman.
yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah.
It's none other than Will Smith.
Get out of here,
Oh my God.
bro! No.
I here's the thing. He's a paragon of virtue. He's
You know,
like
he
such a
passed up
big-
on that Matrix, so I think this might be a good one for him.
Yeah.
You think about it.
Yes.
Because he's an action star and he's gonna get these things going
You know,
and stuff like
I'm
that.
just glad that there's, he's well, again, he's an African American actor, very positive,
Right.
Very.
I don't know, like,
he's
he has-
such an upstanding individual.
I think so too.
Never on the news.
Yeah.
He's never on the news.
I don't think so
he's
either.
Such a good person.
Yeah.
I like him as, and then to be, well, first off, we're talking about him being an actor, but then his off-work camera, and then didn't he have like King Richard recently or something like
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
So
King
that was
Richard,
supposed to be
yeah.
in a good movie or something like that.
Hey, he's gonna. You know what? He was nominated for the best actor.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
right, the
heard.
Academy
Yeah.
Award.
Yeah.
So man, I mean, I don't know. That I think it's a good choice. I have a feeling it's a great choice.
personally think it's a good choice.
He's like, he's so cool. Every time you see him like an Instagram video or something like that, he has so much, style and stuff like that. I don't know. I like him. So there you go, guys. That's a drop.
right, Will
Black
Smith,
Panther
I
2, Will Smith, T'Challa, King T'Challa, right?
Hey,
King
yeah.
T'Challa.
Again, much respect to Chadwick Boseman. but
Definitely.
Will Smith will be the best. I think he'll be the best thing in the MCU. The biggest star. Right
I
now
think
in
so
the
too,
MCU.
for sure. And then, did you hear anything else at Comic-Con? Out of Comic-Con, anything else? Any other rumors or anything going on?
Well, they're talking about what's his name? What's that guy's name?
Yeah, give us more, man.
Yeah.
You know that one guy in the place.
I forgot his name.
What movie is he in?
No, but
What show is he in?
it's another MCU news.
Okay.
So basically, what's that Harry Potter guy? What's his
Radcliffe, Daniel Radcliffe.
name? Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
You guys didn't hear the news?
No, we didn't hear
Yeah,
anything.
by now, man.
Well, 'cause
told
it's,
you,
it's,
like,
it's
yes.
Comic-Con. We don't know
I know,
anything.
but people.
I was at work
Yeah.
until like 5. At a
Yeah,
rough
and
day
I was cleaning my
on
room.
West. Yeah.
Clean
So-
my room.
Yeah.
This is a big news too.
Yeah.
he is set to play Wolverine.
No, get out of here.
No,
no,
because I know he's a short guy and he has to
Yeah.
be stout, but I think he could. I think he could manage that just because
he's a good actor. He's a
had-
good actor.
He's had like richer, more aggressive roles, and
Yeah.
even in the last Harry Potter movie, we saw him get angry.
Yeah, he did.
His Berserker. I know he has like a movie called Guns Akimbo where he has two guns, attached to his hands.
Yeah.
His action movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but maybe that's good.
Yeah, I don't know. He has a good range when it comes to acting, just like Robert Pattinson did with Batman.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like he could actually take it there if he really needs to. He needs to find that like little area where he could actually become the Wolverine. Like what I liked about Hugh Jackman was him finding that little center, and then kind of like, well, I think I saw it more towards the end, like towards Logan, when he actually took that like shot in the neck, and then he just like exploded into that Wolverine that I love. I hope
could
Daniel
imagine,
Radcliffe can do the same thing.
But
you know what I mean?
So I kind of cheated too because I've been. I know I said I was gonna wait for you to give me some news about WonderCon, but
Right.
I did. There's a Twitter I follow because my wife's really into Harry Potter, and
Right.
then that's the other big announcement. And I don't know if you're into Harry Potter, but I guess
I'm
they're doing a new Harry Potter film just set exactly 20 years after last one. They're going to do what's called The Cursed Child. And then
Dude.
now Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson
Right.
and Rupert Grint, they're all age appropriate.
Right.
So, I mean, that's going to be big news for people who are tired of like the Newt Scamander movies,
Right.
coming back to like the heroes we love.
So like, of course, they probably didn't say much about it, but if you think about it, like, we kind of saw the end of the last Harry Potter movie. Like,
and they had that crazy age makeup. But
Yeah.
then now we get this. But the funny thing is, they don't look all that much older, so they're probably gonna have to do age makeup too.
I have to think. Yeah, they have to do it. So, I mean, did you watch any of the Harry Potter movies?
I haven't, so that's why it's gonna be a blank canvas for me.
That's crazy. You haven't seen any of the Harry Potter
I have not
movies.
seen any of the
Wow.
Harry Potter movies.
He doesn't watch freaking Star Wars,
Get out of
so
here, man.
he doesn't
my
watch.
slogan.
He doesn't watch Star Wars. He doesn't watch Harry Potter. I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you?
I hardly watch any of the MCU
Oh
shows.
my God.
I read the comics.
I mean, recently
He's just a backdoor. He wants to turn this to a Power Ranger podcast.
I know, right?
He's all, speaking of Marvel, do you like Power Rangers?
Do you like Power Rangers?
Yeah. Well, okay. And then there's one last big piece of news that, again, I didn't want to look it up, but it was all over. So apparently, there's going to be on Disney Plus,
Right.
Again, they've been very healthy with the Star Wars shows and the Marvel shows.
Of course.
And, well, again, it's pure. It was confirmed,
Right.
but apparently they're going to find a way to combine the Star Wars world and the Marvel universes and
What?
the Disney properties in some kind of like, I don't know, I don't know if it's going to be like the characters will be in each other's worlds or if it's like segments of a whole, like 3 segments in one show, kind of like what we're doing here.
So kind of like, are we talking about like the lands in general in the sense of like Disneyland lands, like, or we're talking about the properties?
The properties, like
so like merging them together like
'Cause
in some kind of universe in a sense.
there was one like teaser video that I saw fan footage of,
Right.
where it was you hear a lightsaber ignite, and then you see the back of the lightsaber and someone's walking, and then you see who's holding it, and
Right.
it's an animated like Roger Rabbit style Mickey Mouse.
Whoa.
And then he turns, and then which one was it? Benedict Cumberbatch.
Okay.
Live action, walks up to him, and then he like gives him a little fist bump.
What?
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, like Kermit walks on stage.
Whoa.
Or right next
Well,
to
'cause
him,
they
and
own-
they're
they
walking
own
into
that
it.
too, right? They own the Muppets.
And then April Fools. All right. So first off,
Got him.
if you're all right, we're recording this on April 1st. It's probably a couple weeks till you get to hear it. So
I'm gonna try to bring I'm gonna try to bring this out as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, I promise. Not an April Fool's joke. But yeah, this is all April Fool's.
it's
guys.
all bullshit, guys. He did go to WonderCon.
He did go to WonderCon,
Right,
and he
but-
got us a shirt.
Is that's the reason why I can't lift this? Because I'm not worthy.
He's not worthy.
I'm a liar. I'm sorry.
Hey,
but it's
you know
April
what?
Fools.
But I do want to go behind the scenes. This was all ad libbed. We didn't plan this.
Hey,
I think
actually,
we're,
we did it. We did
I
a good
think we're
job.
very
We
good
did a good
actors.
job.
Yeah.
None of us broke character. Hey, you know what? Kevin Feige, look at us. We could actually do this right now.
That you didn't break character.
I did
Yeah.
my best.
Yes.
I almost wanted to laugh.
You know
at
what's
a certain
funny?
time.
Like my wife really is a Harry Potter fan, and then she was walking up the stairs while I was saying that stuff about the new live-action Harry Potter film, and I saw her kind of go, oh,
Hey, you
really?
know what?
Oh.
The title that you came up with, though, the cursed child, actually sounded pretty good.
That's the
It sounded
name
pretty
of the
legit.
actual. They end up doing a stage play called
Okay.
Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
Whoa.
That's supposed to be the real sequel to the movies, but they did it as a play.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the thing is that
That was very believable.
That was very believable.
I caught you like trying to reach for an actor to play
Yeah, yes.
Logan, but then when you said Daniel Radcliffe, I was immediately like scrambling, like he does action movies, he's short. He go like okay,
They can make
yeah,
it work.
That's plausible.
Yeah. And then I was trying to take that
like-
role of like, Robert Pattinson, because he did
Yeah.
it too, this English actor that's like, doing all
that's
these
why
other
I
movies and
but
stuff so I can make it
But I
work.
did forget his name. That's why I'm like,
Oh, what's his name?
what's his name? I'm like, is that-
Short magician.
Yeah.
I can't think about it right now.
Hey, but was there any real news or anything that you
No,
saw?
so today, so Fridays usually it's just a chill day. I just
Okay.
went over there just to scout out the exhibition floor.
Right.
That's when I saw the shirts and I thought it fit you guys. Like,
Hey, those
here's
shirts are
a
freaking
Slayer
awesome.
shirt.
I've seen those shirts before online, and I was thinking of Jonas because
Yeah.
a lot of them are like Mandalorian style too.
Yeah.
But they have those old rock like just shirts like
Yeah,
that,
I love, like that
Slayer,
logo.
that
Yeah.
logo.
But part of me is like I saw a hint of it. And I was like, that kind of looks like a Slayer logo. But then Vader's head popped up. It's just supposed to be like an eagle.
Yeah.
And I was like, at least it looks that different because there's some hardcore Slayer fan who
Right.
might see me and be like, you fucking poser. God damn it.
I thought you were a Slayer fan, bro. Vader.
No, I'm afraid of metal.
Oh my God, yes.
So
man.
as far as any kind of comic news, I do want to comment back on our last episode. I put up a post, and one of our listeners, his name is Carlos, he's a friend I went to nursing school with.
Okay, shout out to Carlos.
Charles
Shout
El
out to
Guapo.
Carlos.
Oh, El Guapo. I like that name.
Yeah,
Guapo,
well,
yeah.
I called him El Guapo. He's always been El Guapo. But then him and his brother Fernando, they have a podcast called Love, Death, and Tacos.
Oh, I like
Just shout
that.
out
That's a cool name. I like
hey,
that.
Check that out. But
Check that out.
anyways,
Check it out.
he listened to last episode, and then he became he put a comment on one of my posts about
I saw that comment.
trying to defend like the New York universe, basically what
The
Spider-Man
Defenders.
universe- the Defenders, Punisher, Daredevil, and all that. Elektra, for example, and then he was trying to point out how Elektra Nachios, Daredevil's erstwhile girlfriend, mortal enemy, is powerful. And I just, as a goof, I was like, she can't fight gods, right? Just. But then the thing is that something turned in him where he became fervent about like defending that universe. Like, no, well, she's a master assassin. And then I realized like, oh, I'm in over my head. But to the rescue, Variant Erik pops in with his commentary where he's like trying to give credence to the characters of that
Right.
universe. And I was like, oh, thank God. Because otherwise I seem like a monster.
Yeah.
Or anything like, here's me talking shit about these beloved characters.
Daredevil is still well known.
Of course.
He's still well known. He popped up in that cartoon, that Spider-Man cartoon back in the 90s. So he's well known. So every
Right.
comic book fan has, heard of Daredevil in some capacity.
Can you be on? Can we both be honest here though? Like honestly, like okay, if it wasn't for the Netflix MCU, do you think Daredevil would have been as popular as he is now?
We're
For the
forgetting.
casual fan? Are you talking about the
Yeah,
casual fan?
for the casual fan, because I know that the hardcore fans know who Daredevil is, of course. But I mean, now that it's being more mainstream, and we saw him also in
course.
No Way Home.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, like do you think he would be as popular now compared to what he was before the Netflix Marvel?
I'm pretty sure that the Netflix show elevated.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
status.
But you guys are forgetting the Ben Affleck Daredevil. So that
Yeah.
was a big property, and I guess it's a big movie.
Yeah.
But all I remember for is that Evanescence song.
Yeah.
Bring me back to life. Can't
Hey, the
wake
soundtrack
up.
for that movie is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And here's the thing.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
I knew you were telling me. That's what I was going to
I
tell
love
Jonas right
that
now.
movie.
That you actually like that movie.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
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 So then, again, the new MCU overshadows that. But yeah, that was a good movie, or I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Elektra afterwards. Did you watch the Elektra movie? She had a standalone one.
I did not enjoy it as much as Daredevil. though.
There's something about it, right?
Yeah, there's something about it. But like I said, in terms of notoriety,
Right.
Daredevil is up there.
Yeah.
Amongst, the upper echelons of the characters, the Marvel characters.
Right.
But he's not quite as popular as Spider-Man, Captain America,
Yeah.
Thor, and all those big Marvel names.
Yeah, the big Marvel names.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if we're comparing him to Shang-Chi, then of course, Daredevil's way more popular.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
So you're still okay. So then his friend's defense is like, you were talking shit that he wasn't as popular.
Well, no, it wasn't
like a
popular, it was
D-list. I think he's talking about like him being a D-list character.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't remember calling him D-list, but I think I made a comment about like I don't care about those guys because we're going off about what the Spider-Man universe in Sony will be like, and it's gonna be all the New York people,
Yeah.
Defenders,
Yeah.
Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, I guess, and Morbius,
Right.
and Morbius.
I know
There's-
Morbius. I mean, none of us have
haven't-
seen
none
it, but
of
we always
us-
hear bad things about it
I-
already.
I-
I don't know.
I'm still gonna go see it.
You have to judge for yourself.
Yeah. Because I've seen a lot of comic book movies that nobody actually liked. I ended up liking, like Daredevil.
Daredevil.
Not this comic book. You like the Phantom Menace.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, you like that? You like one Star Wars movie?
That's my favorite
Just
Star Wars
one.
movie.
He's like, I like Black Licorice too. It's like Eric loses all credibility.
I think that's the only time you're ever gonna see me or hear me talk about Star
Star
Wars.
Wars,
I will not talk about Star Wars.
Oh, hey, real quick. So shout out to a couple of our listeners. Our coworker Jace and his girlfriend Rebecca. They both work at our
Jason,
hospital.
Rebecca,
Yeah.
shout out
Jace,
to you guys.
shout
Shout out. We were just talking earlier today, and we were talking about that very subject, where she was like, "Oh yeah, he like." It was funny because I know he wasn't talking during the Star Wars stuff, and I was telling him, and I said like, "Hey man, it's funnier if you just comment on whatever, make stuff up." Just to see if it gets my goat. Just be like, oh yeah, is Luke Skywalker, is that Darth Vader's dad? Just to see me just be like, no, it's not.
No, that's why I told Tony that we're gonna have to make a merch.
Right.
With me. Like, and it says I shall not and I will not talk about Star Wars.
Okay. I can see that. Yeah. Because as you guys noticed, I mean, for the people that watch, and I mean, I haven't put it up there yet, but I will. When we talked about, you guys will probably hear it anyways. So when we talked about Star Wars in the last episode about the Book of Boba Fett, did you guys even hear Eric say anything?
No.
Honestly, he didn't say shit. I think it was just you and me. It was a podcast again with you and me, and Eric was in the background.
I just faded in the background.
Well, I think he was trying to be polite, but also, he's probably like, oh, I don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
I was saying, just
What a dick.
I told Michaela, to shout out to Michaela, that I'm not a fan, but I respect the franchise.
Okay.
Because
Because it is a pretty mighty franchise. I'll tell you that much.
Yes.
Very mighty, still going strong. Lots of coming up. Lots to talk about when it comes to it. I mean, we just got dropped the Kenobi trailer not too long ago.
Yeah.
So definitely Kenobi. I don't know how you felt about it. I enjoyed it. I got excited about it. We got a lot of new surprises. A lot of characters from the shows that are from the cartoons that are being implemented into this universe now.
Yeah,
so
and even there's some controversy. Like, first off, I was not excited about Kenobi. I was like, well, okay, I'll watch it because it's Ewan McGregor, but it's gonna be another Star Wars in the desert,
right.
But then that first trailer, which you see them in weird cityscapes with neon lights and stuff, and I was like, all right, this looks more interesting.
Right.
We got a little bit of breaking news as of yesterday. It was supposed to premiere on my birthday, May 25th, but then now it's coming out on May 27th, but 2 episodes are dropping.
Oh,
So
not
that's-
just one, too. Okay.
And I was trying to think about what that means, and I guess it's like we needed 2 extra days to finish the show.
And that's
Right,
not an
right.
April Fool's joke.
That's not
No,
April
it's not
Fool's
April
joke.
Fool, that's
legit.
real.
Watch the videos. It's Ewan McGregor standing there like, hey, sorry about that. But yeah, I'm excited about that. But as far as the Star Wars front, the only other news I have or things to discuss is the Galactic Star Cruiser.
Yeah, have you seen some videos about that? I don't know. You probably haven't because you don't even care.
All right, so do you know? But you know about it, right?
Yes, I do know
Yeah.
about it.
So it's a 2-day adventure. It's basically you for $5,000 you get to pretend like you're in Star Wars for 2 days. And
When I saw it though, I thought this is like right up our Jonas's alley, but I would love to be there too.
Well, see, what happened was that I was excited about it, even with the price, and then they had a trailer for it maybe about a year ago,
right?
And it was laughable.
Yeah,
everyone was like, "This looks silly as fuck."
Yeah, it looks like just like simple panels and stuff like that. And you're just like, what? Like,
but then it did open, and then we've been getting a lot of footage from our favorite YouTubers and stuff.
Yes.
Ordinary Adventures, that's one I really like.
That's one I like too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where they had more in depth of what you experienced,
like
there.
the meals you have on the
meals,
on the
the rooms, everything.
The adventures you can get onto. They give you like a data pad, which is pretty much just like a phone, but it's like your way to connect and to be part of the intricate story into the thing.
They build the story around it with actual beats, like day by day. You could pick different paths, and based on the path you take will determine your next 2 days. Like you say, I'm going to be a scoundrel path.
Right.
And then you're like sneaking through the back corridors and stuff. And the more I watch these videos, the more I was like, no, this looks great.
Yeah, it does.
But still not $5,000.
No, $5,000 to $6,000. And I don't even. That's even including like the price of flight.
I mean,
you still got to fly out there, and you have 4 people with you.
And then it's not even
three and four.
Well,
yeah.
Again, the joke was always like, honey, why don't you and the kids go to Disneyland? I'm gonna go here by myself. I mean, that's my gift to myself. I'll go. I'll pay for the whole Disney trip.
I don't know if you guys seen it, but I'll sleep in the bunk. Like, I'll go with you. I'll sleep in the bunk. Dude. We'll split the price. $3,000. I got you, man. I'll sleep in that bunk.
Yeah, the one that folds out from the wall.
Yeah, I'll sleep there, man. You can take the whole queen bed for yourself. I'll sleep in that bunk. That'd be awesome. But I mean, it looked cool. And I noticed that some of the YouTubers were like different adventures. Like, oh, these people met Ray. These people met Chewbacca. These people met. So it was cool. Like, the whole atmosphere and the whole thing about it. I got one little thing about it though that I didn't like. And I'll make it really quick. Was so I guess in day 2 you enter Batu, which is
it's like an excursion. Yeah.
But I feel like when you go into the land, a lot of the people there don't know what the hell is going on. Like they're not part of the story, so it kind of like takes you away from it a little bit. Because I remember they're asking people, the cast members, and you would think like, okay, well, if you have because they get an emblem that talks about the cruise, and they're like, oh well, I don't know what's going on. It's like,
I mean. Yeah, you could only take immersion so far.
Yeah.
I mean, even if every cast member on in the Galaxy's Edge was in on it and knows to snap into attention when they see you coming off the ship, you're going to see like some pissed off mom with her 3 kids, playing with their lightsabers and the mom yelling at them because that costs $200.
Right.
But everything I've seen of the ship itself and the actors on board and the cast members, they're selling it.
They're selling it.
Or Rise of Resistance, for example. I remember the first time I wrote it, everyone was on point. They were talking in British accents and all that.
Yeah.
And then I went some days where just like, oh, okay, orange. You're going to line up on the orange. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, you wanted to be
I guess
part of
mileage
it.
will vary.
Yeah,
right?
mileage will vary.
That's my only motivation to go sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Because while it's still fresh, people are going to still be on board with really like acting the part.
Of course.
2 years from now, when they bring the price down from $5,000 to $500, and they can only hire like some pimply ass kid, where it's like, oh, welcome to the house,
come on in.
like welcome to the Halcyon. I mean, Halcyon. How do you want your Ronto wrap? You're like,
man, I hope that doesn't happen. I hope they do reduce the price, but not by that much though. But I mean that was. I hope you guys enjoyed that April Fool's joke in the beginning. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. We'll be back in a few minutes to bring you not fake shit no more. We're gonna give you some good stuff. So we'll be right back.
You just lost 25 followers.
What a bastard. Go. All right, guys, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Damn it! See, we have technical difficulties already. I haven't started fucking recording.
That's one.
Hey,
This is one. Okay?
You know what? At least we were only talking for about a minute and a half before we realized this. All right, so let's just make sure we're in.
Yeah, we're in now. We're in now. We're recording
We're
now,
in.
guys.
And
We're
then here's the
in.
thing: on the B camera, it catches that first loss to 1.5
So
minutes.
be some bloopers at the
Yeah.
end, though. You got this stuff. All right, welcome back to the full commercial, guys. So we're gonna talk about a little bit about Disneyland news, guys, and the nighttime events coming back to the resorts, where I'm super excited. A lot happening at the park. So right now, we'll start with Disneyland. Disneyland is getting rid of Mixed Magic, and we are bringing back the Disneyland Forever fireworks. I am super excited. You were telling me, I forgot because I was just trying to tell them.
It's the one that's introduced by Miss Julie Andrews of
Julie
Mary Poppins
Andrews,
fame.
Walt
Yeah.
Disney.
We come to celebrate. We ask you to join us on
And I think, if I remember correctly, that's the one that goes from land to land, right?
Yeah.
So it starts at the Tiki Room, works its way to the Jungle Cruise. Yeah, that was my favorite one. You'll love it, I think, when we go next time to the park. Oh, wait, before we get started, who's a pass holder now? Woo!
Variant Erik.
You're a
Is it
pass
me?
holder.
One
You got
of
a
us.
pass.
One of us.
Yay!
So how did it feel to be back in the fold of like, now I have a financial obligation to go to Disneyland as much as possible?
They watch your credit now, buddy.
So I did tell Tony, this is the first time I've ever had a pass while being single.
Right.
So last time I got a pass, not from Disneyland, but I bought a pass. I'm just gonna remind Tony that I'm never gonna let this go.
Uh-huh.
You already know what I'm gonna talk about.
All right. I felt back a bad guy, but go ahead.
Okay. So he told me to get a pass for Knott's Berry Farm. He said we were
Just
gonna
gonna
go.
eat some snacks.
Get it. And
What happened, Tony?
We never went.
Not even once. I didn't even use it one time.
I'll tell you this, guys, though. Let me tell you this. What happened was, Knott's Berry Farm revealed their annual passes to come back first, before Disneyland did. They didn't have the Magic Key thing.
And you told me to get it, and I'm like, sure, I'll get it. And you were like, what? We're gonna go.
We're going to go.
Yeah.
So, maybe like a week or two passed by when we already had our passes. We had other events to go to. We didn't go.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, we'll go next week. Then Disneyland said, fuck you, Knott's Berry Farm. I'm
We're
bringing out
back, too."
my passes, too. And I was like, woo!
And he just left me there.
hey,
I left them in the dust. I was
I
like,
mean, all right.
bye, Eric.
I remember those episodes of the old Mousetopia with Eric.
Eric.
And then, I heard like, well, we got these Knott's Berry Farm passes, so we're gonna do this. And part of me is like, oh, you two, so optimistic.
You liars.
No, not even lying.
Oh,
just
man.
like, do your best with what you got, fellas.
Right, exactly. That's all you gotta do.
No Disney. Well, I guess I like Snoopy. Well, how much?
Over Mickey?
Pretty much,
All right.
man.
So then, after that debacle, now you're part of the winning team. All right. So how's
The
it
winning
feel?
team.
It feels really good because
Right.
I know this guy goes at least every week.
And at least he goes.
Yes,
too.
he goes every
So
week,
we're gonna have
too.
someone to go with. We
Yes.
do actually take it. I don't know. I'm gonna be
And then-
completely honest. It's not chatting bad about Knott's Berry Farm. Knott's Berry Farm has a lot of history, a lot of nice things
Yeah.
there.
I love Knott's
And I
Berry
can go back again. It's just that first off, at least for me, less fluffy friendly rides than Disneyland does. Okay. Working on it though. Working on it.
Yeah. Oh wait. Do you want to talk about that?
Hey, I'll be really quick. I have lost almost 40 pounds.
Yes,
since we started
sir.
this, so-
Awesome work.
So
man.
my
Throw the
goal
applause line
is with
in
this
there.
guy, and we're gonna talk about it after this little segment, is to ride a ride with Jonas. But we'll get to that point. I already talked about it before.
Yeah.
But you have your pass, and like
Yes.
so Knott's Berry Farm, like okay, again, not knocking them. Just I love you guys. You're great. It's just there's something about Disney, guys. Let's be honest with you. I mean, I don't know. I love Disney. I love Disneyland. That's it. That's my first love. Like my first theme park that I fell in love with, and I'm always gonna go no matter what.
Were you taking advantage of your pass without Tony?
I'm still gonna do that. But the reason why I got the pass though is because remember I got that SoCal 3-day pass.
Yeah, the 3-day pass.
That 3-day pass.
Yeah.
So I got that one, and we were about to go to our second day, and I'm like, you know what? It's actually really
cheaper.
fun.
Yeah.
It's really, really fun.
No,
to be
I have
in
no
Disneyland.
problem with Knott's Berry Farm because again the rides are great. I was telling you
The
guys
history.
before we started this recording here. I said that I was taking the kids on a tour of roller coasters on
Right.
YouTube.
Okay.
And a lot of them were Knott's Berry Farm roller coasters, and again, they're super fun roller coasters. And I was telling about Camp Snoopy. It's cute. It's all peanuts. But for me, my personal problem with it is the exact opposite of why I love Disneyland so much, which is lack of theming.
Right.
There's Camp Snoopy and there's fucking Old West, and that's it.
And then that's it.
Oh,
Fiesta Village.
Okay, yeah, a little
So,
bit for the Hispanics.
Oh, yeah, a little for my ethnic people, my paisas out there.
And it's legendary. Is it the first theme park in California?
First theme park in America. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, more than 100 years old. They just had their 101st anniversary, which is actually pretty cool.
They have a lot going for them. They have Not Scary Farm, which is a big deal. They have the fried chicken. Boysenberry
Festival is actually going on right now. So there's a lot of yummy foods that are Boysenberry added, I guess you can say.
But where's the imagination?
Yeah, that's true. And I think they're working on it. From what I heard, they have a new ride that was about like pies and stuff like that. You ride about pies. It looks cool.
You like boysenberry, right?
You like boysenberry. You get some pies.
Welcome to Boysenberry Land.
So yeah, I don't know.
I'm
I
sorry.
love nuts.
So someone, dude, fucking Charlie Brown's gonna knock on my door and kick her ass. Like talking shit. Punch. Good grief.
All the peanuts gonna be dabbing around.
Yeah, they'll beat her ass. Dancing on top of our dead bodies. All right,
yeah, but I'm glad that you got your pass, man. I'm glad you finally got your pass. Getting back to the that we were talking about. So the nighttime shows are coming back. My most favorite parade of all time is coming back at night. The nighttime electrical parade, the Disneyland electrical parade is coming back. Oh my god, that to me is my favorite.
I mean, the music. This is a weird kind of pull. But I remember when I was maybe about 23 or 24.
Right.
I was really into like downloading MP3s and making mix CDs and stuff. And just out of nowhere, I was like, I wonder if I can find the Main Street Electrical Parade theme. And I found it like on a YouTube video, and I converted it to an MP3. And then I'd just be like in the car with my girlfriend at the time, and would like listen to Drake or something like that. And all of a sudden, and then she stopped, and it wasn't even weird to her. She just got into it like, is this from Disneyland? I'm like, yeah, it's the Main Street Electrical Parade. Even all the little changes, like with each section. I mean, kids today, they're gonna find it chintzy. Again, agreed. It is chintzy, but then the nostalgia, like the whole, it's
at least for me the nostalgia and the music. I just blows me away.
There was another like light-based parade after.
I was about to talk about
what's that one called?
Paint the Night.
That's right, and that was amazing.
Yeah, I think for me it was like the Electrical Parade 2.0, I guess you can say. Like it was just LED lights.
Yeah.
A lot more like, whoa, what's going on?
There was like the last piece of the Mickey display of like spinning kaleidoscopy type shapes and stuff. There's a whole section with the characters from Cars in it.
Yes.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I saw them like, wow, it was, Electrical Parade.
So is it like a level, level above?
I mean, many levels above.
Many levels above.
Yeah.
Many levels above. Because I mean, from what I know in the Electrical Parade, I mean, it is like the old school bulbs all over the parade floats, all very colorful and very beautiful. But of course, I think it was made in like the 80s and 90s, so it's like it's a lot of older nostalgia. You know what I mean?
It's banking on people like us, people just saying, "Oh wow,
I moms and dads probably more than anything for sure."
I don't think I've ever seen it. And
the
here's the
Electrical
thing.
Parade, you never seen it?
No, the other one.
The Paint the Night.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's the thing about us.
Yeah.
I represent the casuals. You guys are the diehards.
Yeah, we're the diehards.
Yeah. Well, you'll be with us. You'll be with us soon. Don't worry.
We'll make you a diehard.
Give in. Yeah.
They're slowly converting me, guys.
So look at my tattoo.
The Mickey Mouse.
Guys, can you slow down? You guys are going too fast. Get your ass over here now, Eric. We're going to the freaking Adventureland.
Have you ever gone to this? You have, huh?
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
Jonas.
once-
Okay. Because
Yeah.
I was gonna talk about how fast he walks at Disneyland. He walks so fast. Like
He
I
talks
can
a lot of shit because at
barely
work,
keep
I'm
up.
like, I'm at work. I don't care.
Yeah, he doesn't.
No, because remember,
care.
like, all right, now Disneyland, especially now with reservations and time is a commodity.
Right.
Like I was saying before we started to record, that now that you have not the annual pass proper, but the Magic Key,
Yes.
the reservations. I mean, we were literally trying to look for reservations before we started this and struggling. Like I couldn't remember my password.
Right.
But because of the Magic Key and the nature of it, I I take that time now. I don't just say, line's too long, I'm gonna ride it next week. I'm like, no, I'll wait in that line.
Yeah.
Like every churro, every fucking turkey leg, I'm like, this could be the last turkey leg I ever have.
Yeah,
like,
you're
it
right.
makes you
So-
appreciate it.
So even though we have our annual pass, I still see that this time around, you're right. We're taking that time to wait around in the rides a little longer.
Yeah.
You're not taking it for granted anymore.
Yeah, because you know we stuck it out. Like we went on, even though the line was 80 minutes long, we went to Spider-Man.
Yes.
Fuck it, we went it and we did it. But it was worth it because the ride was freaking awesome and we enjoyed ourselves. So yeah, I could see that. Like last time we'd be like, screw this.
If it'd been 3 years ago, I would have been like, forget this. Let's go ride on Little Mermaid and then
Yeah.
go get a corn dog.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess it's a good time for you to start coming to the parks because
Yeah.
you will truly. Oh, all right. There's another thing. I actually asked Tony if you start exploring the parks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're gonna have an episode devoted to his favorite lands. Oh, and mine
And his. So
Yeah.
both of these guys have to bring. And I don't know how we're gonna do it because I know last time old Eric and I went down from the rides. I mean the rides, the lands. We didn't add Galaxy's Edge because it was an honorable mention. We could probably add it now because it's been there for a little while now. But again, Eric still needs to be incorporating the rides a little bit more, incorporating the lands a little bit more, so we understand. So then that way, both of these guys could give you their takes on the lands because
Slowly converting me, guys.
slowly.
If you're longtime listeners, if you heard the episode where Tony and original Eric went through their favorite lands, one of my favorite episodes, Eric just
I think
goes
it has
after,
definitely a space in my heart for sure. That was my
yeah,
favorite
but then
one.
Eric going after Tony for his pick of Tomorrowland. It wasn't even a high ranking. It was just
I think it's
I
like a
can't
number
believe that
6
yeah.
or something like that.
It's like, so you guys got a trip. Well, you went a couple times with some of our coworkers.
Yeah, so we have 2 vlogs coming up. One vlog's already out at Disneyland. The other vlog's going to be, California Adventure. The next vlog's coming out. It's at Disneyland. Should be coming around the same time pretty soon, a couple of days after today. It's actually set up. I just got to put the little logo in front of it. Make it look nice.
make it official.
Yeah, make it look official. Yeah, but we had a great time. It was one of our friends, Yvonne. Shout out to Yvonne.
Shout
Yvonne.
out to Yvonne.
Shout out to
Shelly.
Shelly. And to her
Shelly's
wife,
lady.
Crystal.
Crystal.
We had a really great time at Disneyland.
Shelly.
Had one of Eric's favorite foods, which is Bengal barbecue for sure.
Yeah,
That's one of the reasons why I got a pass.
Oh,
He
man.
loves that
I
place.
love
Hey,
it.
He loves that place.
all-time favorite place. I love. I love it so much. I learned to make it at home.
Oh,
Yeah,
no way.
and then even then, like you'll make like 10 of those chicken strips and it costs like a quarter of what you spend at Disneyland.
Right.
But even then, I'm like, I save a lot of money, but it's not Disneyland.
Yeah, it's not Disneyland. There's something about eating at Disneyland, man.
You guys got another trip plan coming up?
Yeah, coming up in May, we're gonna try to see this guy can go with us.
Yeah.
Try to start off the Disneyland day, and then maybe even go back to California. So now we can go back and forth. Since we got our other friend Yvonne to get her pass too, to go back and forth. So now all of us are pass
We're
holders.
just a slow building cult.
A
of
cult
Disney
of followers.
So he got me to get a pass.
And then you got Yvonne to
I
get
got
her
Yvonne
pass.
to get a pass.
So,
We gotta
yeah.
take it all the way to the top.
Take it to the top, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. No, well, okay, so they're planning on going soon, and then we were trying to grab reservations, and my whole issue was I'm off that day, but then I'll have my kids. I'll have to take them to school. So
Right.
I'm trying to find a sitter for them. And the whole thing is that as much as I love going to Disneyland with my kids, they're still bummers. So I was telling them that before we started out a story about my daughter, and I've spoken about this about my daughter at Disney on this podcast
Right.
in my first episode here. And she's gotten better. She rides the Haunted Mansion now. She's more open. She's able to enjoy things. But then the last time we went, I had a goal. And I was like, okay, we're going to ride Rise of Resistance. We're going to ride Smuggler's Run. We're going to ride Autopia. We're going to ride Big Thunder Mountain.
Right.
And then my daughter just immediately I'm like, baby, I don't want to. Like, immediately just like apprehensive.
Froze,
And
yeah.
here's the funny thing. She's been on that fucking ride before. I have footage of her at age maybe 4 years old
Right.
having a great time on that ride.
Right.
But then since it's been, before COVID that she's ridden it, she's built it up in her head that I don't like it's too fast, blah, blah, blah. So we're going through this whole line. And it wasn't too bad a line, but then people could see my daughter just shrinking. And then like she's in front of me. And then I see people like looking at her every time we're turning the corner.
Yeah.
And then I realize lean over and look at her, and her face is just crumpled like.
Oh no.
Like at one point, this lady sees her, this wonderful young lady. She's like, "Hey, don't worry about it. It's not that bad." right? And I was like, she's ridden it before. And
Not a bad dad.
Yeah.
She enjoyed it.
Yeah, like let me find it. It's from 2016, you know?
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm like, don't worry, I'll hold on to you. It's fine. We get on the ride. And then she's still nervous, but then she's trying to close her eyes and cover her ears. I'm like, no, just open it. Part of it is just look at that go. Look at the rainbow caverns. We go through the ride. The whole time, she's not screaming, but she's like,
Right.
And I'm like, come on, have fun. It's fun. At the very end of the ride, we're all rolling to stop, and then everyone in front of us turned to look to see who was crying.
Right.
And they see my daughter, and they just look at me like, she didn't like that. I was like, yeah, I know. But I got to hand it to her.
Right.
She tried.
Right,
And that's all I mean, we had better luck with Space Mountain the last visit.
Wow.
Yeah. So basically with her, it's like, at least we got to ride it once. Now she'll never ride it again.
Yeah, ride it again.
So when she's tall enough to get on Indiana Jones, we'll ride it once, and then she'll never ride it again. So no, I don't want my kids to go. If I end up going, if I can't go on that trip, it means I couldn't find a sitter.
Hopefully he can go.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can go. And then one more thing on the Disneyland parks, a kick and a jump away from Bengal Barbecue. One of my other favorite rides, and this is attractions, and this is the thing that's going to be hard because I think this is one of the things that I remember correctly when they were both going at the same time. You had to choose which one you wanted to go to. You either wanted to go to the parade at night, or you wanted to see Fantasmic. Fantasmic is also coming back to the parks at the same time.
That's what I'm happy
And I
about.
remember seeing that because it's like people would be the group they'd get around the parade area, and then they'd be like trying to rush over because they want to go see Fantasmic. I think Fantasmic had 2 shows at night. I think it was at 9 and one's at like 7 or 8, and then one's like at 10 or 11. But that was one of my favorites. That scene with Mickey like dun, dun, dun,
This
the
is
fireworks.
my dream.
Yeah. And then we talked about Pirates of the Caribbean, the
whole
theme.
I mean,
and
every part of it is great, and the idea of it, Mickey's bad dream, being able to pull all the properties together and it makes sense.
Yeah.
There's the romantic part with all the princesses, and here comes that fucking snake.
And there's a part where I think he's kind of drunk with the elephant. For Dumbo. Yeah, I remember that part too, man. That was so good. Did you have a chance to see Fantasmic?
No.
Oh my god.
Like I said,
you know what it is though?
I have an idea,
Okay.
but like I said, I'm a casual.
We're gonna have to scope
guys.
it out for you
It's
because
fine,
we need to
yeah.
at least get a good seat in the front. It's a really good, to see it really well. You have to see it in the front. You can see in the because you remember when we saw the fireworks?
Yes, I remember
Okay, right
that
there.
one.
That's okay. So they have it in front of the river, and then you just kind of get you post up right there, and people just post up early sometimes because they want to get a good seat.
When I can't get a good seat, my prime position is always right in front of the piece of 8, the Pirates of the Caribbean gift shop.
Yes.
Like you have a good view of it. You're not in the crowd. I mean, it's not perfect, but then if you arrive too late,
But yeah, because it sounds so loud that you hear it from there, like the music and everything. So like when we get out of Pirates of the Caribbean, and you make that right.
Yes.
That store to your right there in that little area,
Yeah.
You're, like next to the Cafe Orleans. Perfect spot. It's a great spot to watch it at. So,
Okay.
but so then you probably haven't seen Disneyland Forever fireworks. Have you ever seen the electrical parade then?
Yes, I have
Okay.
seen that one.
Okay, 1 for 3.
Yeah.
1 for 3.
All right, going on to California Adventure yet?
Yeah.
All right, so have you seen World of Color?
Yes, I've seen her.
All right.
The World Color is coming back as well
but
for
you know what?
California Adventure.
It's gonna be brand new because the last one I saw was for the anniversary with Neil Patrick Harris in it.
so weird.
Like,
And you know what's funny? I don't really go to DCA so much.
Yeah.
So I want to maybe partake and take. Well, we'll go together hopefully maybe, or whatever. I just want to see World of Color. I haven't seen it in such a long time.
I mean, even that's a pain in the ass. I remember when that first started showing up, the only way we could get good seats was if we had dinner at Ariel's Grotto. Well, when it was called Ariel's Grotto, now it's the Lamplighter Lounge.
Yeah.
But then you'd have to buy like full course dinner, and then they would give you prime seating. I don't know if they do that now, but
What was the seating that was down at the bottom? Oh no, they still take you, but like towards the front.
yeah, it's
somewhere,
basically
right?
the orchestra version of the stage. Like it's down a landing, like basically right up to the front of the gate.
That is so cool.
Yeah, but
That is so
again, it's you have to buy dinner, and the
Yeah,
dinner
so-
wasn't too good.
So I don't know what the show
Sorry.
this time around in the World of Color. Yeah, you're paying like $100 each, right, or something like that.
My son, they had like a dessert plate. This is when he was like maybe 2 or maybe 1.5, but he had like a dessert plate with little sweet bites, and there's a little gelatin.
Right.
And then he ate the gelatin, And for some reason, he just vomited all over the table.
Oh no!
We're like, it's that fucking gelatin. They probably put acid in it. They don't do that. Please don't sue me. But yeah, it was like and again, World of Color is such where even if you're not right up front, you still got a good view.
You got a good view.
But it's nice to like sit in a nice padded chair.
I feel like it's like the riverfront at Disneyland, but like 2.0. Like also, I used 2.0 a lot today. It's like double the size almost. So there's so many people that can fit in it to watch it. It's pretty cool.
And like, I mean, maybe it's built. I think they designed that whole area to give everyone a good view.
Exactly.
Whenever every time since I've watched it after that, we just sit against the Little Mermaid ride. Like they have a little like a wall back there, the backstop, and we could just sit. They let us sit in the little box up area and the perfect view of it. But yeah, I mean, I love the nighttime stuff.
The nighttime shows are coming back, man. I'm super excited. So a lot of us, and summer's just right around the corner. The summer season starts, I believe, in May, so I think we're going to be okay. Speaking about, though, going to Disney, though, recently, though, Eric and I had seen some amazing pictures that this man took with his amazing wife.
Yes.
Disney bounding, man. It was amazing, dude. It was
Batu
looking
bounding.
good. Batu
Batu
bounding.
All right.
So let's talk about Disney bounding. I've done that before with Susie.
Right.
Shout out to Susie.
Well, let's define Disney bounding for the
Disney bounding is
For the casuals.
For the casuals.
For us casuals.
Is either dressing up as a favorite character or being a part of the immersed land.
Yeah.
Now,
like,
basically, it's
taking
cosplay.
Well,
Cosplay, yeah,
here's the
almost.
thing, though. Like, so Disney has cracked down, famously on adults wearing costumes.
Yes.
And the reason why is because a lot of these cosplayers, their skills are so good that they could walk in the park dressed as Cinderella in a dress that looks better than the Disney version. And that's all well and good until a little girl sees this cosplayer Cinderella and says, "Oh yeah, Cinderella," and they take a picture with this civilian Cinderella, and then later on, this little girl's walking out of the park and sees this Cinderella smoking a joint in her car. Disney bounding has become tributes to the characters.
Yes.
So let's say I want a Disney bound as Mickey Mouse. His iconic colors are black, red, yellow, white. So then I would wear like a black hat and some red pants with like a yellow belt, to give us like the color,
scheme, I guess
color
you can
scheme
say.
to remind us of that character.
Okay, but is there specific days that you can do those things?
No,
it's
people do it all the time.
That's why it's not enforced, because they can't say like, "Oh, you're dressed like Mickey Mouse." It's a tribute to Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, it's a tribute.
Okay.
So Batu bounding is dressing up in Star Wars inspired clothes, but not dressing as a Star Wars characters. So me and my wife, or me, I know that me and Tony are headed over to Star Wars night, May 3rd.
May 3rd. I wish it was May 4th, but
Yeah.
May 3rd.
May 3rd. And then in preparation for this, I started getting my costume together. I was originally going to do a Jedi, but then I know that Teardrop wants to do a Jedi.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll
get to
see.
that. But the thing is, I got this Star Wars inspired outfit together, and just pieces from Target, pieces from Walmart. And then the day I wanted to premiere it, I asked my wife, I was like, "Honey, can you Disney bound with me?" And then I was at Target looking at something that would look good for her, and I just hear, "Okay." I was like, goody. And I ran around and got all this stuff for her. But we took it it went through a couple days of revisions. We took test pictures. We went to the park. I hired my son to take pictures of us by buying.
He did a good job.
He did an amazing
He did a
job.
really good job.
And his fee was I had to buy him downloadable content for Breath of the Wild on Nintendo Switch.
Nice.
And for that payment, every time I was like, "Jack, take a picture of me and mommy." And then we go stand. Okay, all right. Take a picture of me and mommy. Like a bunch of times throughout the day, but it was a big hit. Like a lot of people complimented our looks, both in person and on Reddit. A lot of people who follow me on Instagram, and it was a lot of fun because, like I said, what I love most.
Do I have your permission to put just a picture or two on
No,
the camera?
throw it on,
I'm gonna throw it on so you guys can see them right now.
I mean,
we're talking in the background.
Again, like I like the immersion. I like playing dress up. I like pretending I'm in that world. In fact, I got a video that my son took of me on Rise of Resistance where I got really into it.
Yeah.
Where right after the first line was like, "We gotta get to that transport," I ran towards it like, "Come on, guys, let's go!" To the point where two of the employees saw me run at them, and they just started laughing and then jumped back. And I was like, oh no. And I turned around, and then everyone's like walking up slowly after me, like, okay. But I don't care.
Yeah, Disneyland is pretty awesome. Next time we can definitely do it. And if you guys watch this or hear this podcast, I'm going to try to get this out as soon as possible. And I want you guys to know, if you guys can comment on Instagram, I'm going to probably make another new Mousetopia Instagram. So that way you guys could not necessarily have to follow me on Tony B and Me, because I know I have my other vlog channel. So we'll put the Mousetopia also, and then also on the Facebook, and then even on I'm gonna leave there's a place that you can do it on the podcast. You can actually leave a question. What should I Disney bound as?
Yeah. So what did you have lined up? You said Jedi.
I mean, I was thinking of doing a Jedi. I found a guy who could actually make a Jedi outfit my size, also with the robe and everything. My idea was to go with Jonas beforehand, or maybe even that day. But I was looking at it; they're not doing to make myself my own lightsaber, which would be pretty awesome. Because I wanted to be kind of like he's like getting me to get my, you know what I mean? Like he's taking me to get it. You know what I mean?
I went by myself after work to get my lightsaber. I was like, honey, you just have to. I'll be home at 11. No, like I went by myself right after work. I went through the whole process. It's magical.
Right.
Like, I don't know if you've seen any videos.
I've seen the videos.
I've seen videos. Me too.
But the thing though is like, I don't care.
Well,
I feel like I'd still be like super immersed in it.
There
you know
is
what I mean?
something where like it was happening. I knew I was at Disneyland. I'm not delusional, but then when you're doing it, you're like, this is how it would feel.
Right.
And again, that's another reason why I love Disney. The reason
Is it this one right here?
this is just Luke's lightsaber. The one I made is still upstairs. But anyways, like that's why I love about Disney is that they let you live in that fantasy.
And just going really quick into the immersion of the land and stuff, the cast member sells it.
Yeah.
About how like they're like junkers and they collect things to make these intricate, lightsabers and the history and who's had them before.
If you went up to them and said, "This is where you build lightsabers," they're like, some of them will be like, "What are you talking about?" Yeah, we sell scrap here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, I mean scrap."
Right. It's really immersive too.
Really get into character.
They really do get into character.
Now you have to get in that queue early because, like, I've been hearing horror stories about reservations, especially on Star Wars night.
Okay.
So.
Well, I looked at Star Wars night. It's going to be probably a no, but we could try to go another day and try to get it set up. Yeah. Yeah. So definitely that's cool. So again, we'll talk more about Disney Bounty in a little bit, later. But I mean, that's just, I want to show some. I hope you guys saw those pictures on there. I mean, I'm hoping we can do more. May 3rd, check out that vlog. Hopefully, I think Jonas and I are going to have a good time.
I think so.
I mean, you don't care about Star Wars.
I shall not talk about Star Wars.
But hopefully we're going to have an amazing time there. I already see. So are you going to be wearing what you wore?
Actually, I started remixing bits of it.
Okay.
Like, I was like, I'm going to order a new vest. The funny thing is that I'm basically cannibalizing my wife's costume.
Okay.
For stuff like, well, I'm going to use that bag she
Right.
used. I'm going to use that wristband.
Nice.
Those goggles, she won't need those.
You don't need them.
Yeah.
You don't need them. Yeah, so that's going to go. So just watch out for those pictures. Hopefully they're going to be back soon. And right now, we'll be back from this commercial break. So thanks, guys. I appreciate it. We'll be back.
I'll be back.
All right, guys, one more commercial just to let you guys know you can find us on YouTube at Mousetopia ENT. And also, by the way, I'm going to try to get these videos out to you and these podcasts out to you every 2 weeks if I can, or at least once a month to get things started since we're just getting things started. So thank you guys for being part of this ride, and thank you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with your friends.
All right. We are back.
Welcome back.
We are back from commercial break, guys. Thank you guys for coming back. Really appreciate it. Now, I know there's not a lot of, there's a lot of things. We talked about a few things already.
Yeah.
But we want to talk about Marvel, but there's not that much Marvel other than just Moon Knight. But he hasn't watched it yet. Well, episode 1 just came out Wednesday. Mm-hmm. He hasn't seen it.
I'm excited about it.
I'm excited about it, though. The trailer looks great. And I already saw the first episode, and it's great. But we'll talk about it next time. But we wanted to talk about the other version of Moon Knight, which they talk about, which is Batman in the DC universe. And, I'll be honest with you, it's not about just Disney, and I know I love Disney. We've talked about Knott's Berry Farm before in this channel. So we're going to talk a little bit.
We've established that despite our traditional format, the Disney, Star Wars, Marvel. I mean, we're just nerds.
We're a bunch of nerds, guys.
We're nerds. Check out my shirt. Look at Star
I got a
Trek.
Star Wars shirt.
No, it's a Star Trek.
Oh, you're Star Trek. Oh,
Okay.
what the hell?
Wow, I love
I'm
that.
wearing this and just fucking with people. Because
Yeah.
it always takes a moment like,
What?
sorry, no,
That is
got a
crazy.
Wakanda shirt.
That's a Wakanda shirt.
yeah,
And I actually do have a real
that's
Star
so
Wars shirt.
dope. But yeah, I mean, like, as far as Batman, the Batman.
The Batman.
All right,
The Batman.
let's have your thoughts. All right.
Wow. So let's just talk about the movie in general. It was something that I was kind of expecting already. And before we even get started, if you haven't seen the movie, spoiler alert,
Big
you could probably just
spoilers.
pause it right now and then just come back to this podcast later. Or if you're watching the video, just pause it here. Just go watch it and come back.
Yeah.
Us three, can we collectively say if we recommend it?
I loved it.
I loved it.
Okay, so all three of us, we love this movie by far. I heard a lot of rumors even before it started, and I love the way it went. And we talked about it when we got out of the movie theater. The direction that they went with this movie, Detective Batman. That's for me was something that I liked. A lot of the movies from before, let's be honest, like even the ones with the Dark Knight trilogy. It was great, but you didn't see a lot of detective work, and that's one of the things that I remember from the cartoon. You know what I mean? The animated series.
Like when I think about the detective work in the Nolan movies, I could only really think of one scene where Batman is tracing how a bullet impacts.
That's exactly what I was thinking right now.
Again, well, that just shows
Exactly
you
what I was
that there
thinking
wasn't
right
much
now.
going on other
No,
than that.
no.
And even in that scene, it's like, I'm going to use this really
High-tech computer.
implausible technology to find out who fired this gun. In this Batman, it's him walking around and seeing like, there's a thumbprint.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's detective work,
Yeah.
you know? Like, oh, what you like, and him, like, every piece of it, like, okay, what's this device that he used to kill him? It's a rug puller. Oh,
Right.
well, I mean, beyond the detective aspect, again, it was stripped down year two Batman.
Exactly.
And we have never seen that Batman.
No.
We've always seen
A well-established Batman.
established and also phony Batman.
Yeah.
Now, when I say that, it's that he always had to maintain the Bruce Wayne of it all.
Ooh,
Like he walks
okay.
in with two supermodels on
Hot
his arm.
chicks.
That's what I
Yeah.
talked to you about.
Yeah.
Because there's no distinction between Bruce Wayne and Batman on this film. It's
Right.
just one character.
And well,
It's
here's
just
the
one
thing. But
character.
the reason why I think it's good is because he hasn't yet realized that that's part of the act.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Like he's still very deeply traumatized and very focused on his mission.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the fact is that he's going to realize that being Bruce Wayne will benefit. I mean, he had a little bit here where he's like, you know, I should help out these kids more, right?
Right.
But then for him to say that Batman and Bruce Wayne have to be two different people in order for him to truly thrive.
Right.
That's something that I think he'll realize. But I think that of him just, I'm Batman, I guess I have to go to this fucking funeral.
Yeah.
You know, I guess.
I guess.
Right?
I gotta dress in civilian clothing.
That's a change of pace. Like, oh, I forgot to take out my eyeliner.
Yeah. Master
so-
Wayne, why is your eyes so dark right now?
And have you noticed that he's the only Batman that has the eyeliner even when he takes the mask
Yeah.
off?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw this YouTube video where someone took all the famous demasking scenes in every Batman movie and added the eyeliner. Even the
That's cool.
cartoon. Like
That's
they-
cool. That's cool.
But yeah, like I'm trying to think about like they had a shot from one of the Michael Keaton Batmans
Okay.
where it's one shot where you see him pull off the mask, and I was like, how did they pull off? Did they make one version of the mask where the eyeline was very small so they wouldn't have black
Right.
eyeliner? But yeah, just all right. The technology, all of it seemed cobbled together and worked on by him. I mean, it seemed
It's unrefined.
it's
Yeah.
unrefined.
Yeah.
It's all pieced together. The only thing that even seemed implausible were those contact lenses.
Yes.
Right. Right.
But even that, I heard there's some kind of
Technology now. They're
Maybe-
working on it.
I mean, it was more plausible than like I'm going to take this nuclear bomb and drive it into the ocean. You know, I mean,
Right.
And again, detective Batman versus superhero Batman.
Exactly.
This is a Batman that got fucked up.
Yes.
Like, Or actually, you know the shot when he squirrel dives off the building,
Yes.
and then he lands on top of the car and fucking eats it.
Oh,
on
he
the
eats it
bridge?
like he eats it bad.
I had conversation with people who were outraged by that. Like, what? He got hurt. What the
Yes,
fuck?
exactly. Remember, Yumi said the same thing.
Yeah.
Why
That
would
she's-
Batman get hurt?
Yeah, and she said that she's used to Batman being perfect, basically.
Right. I
And
mean,
this
that's
one
how
is
we
like
see him.
An unrefined, not perfect Batman because he's still on his.
And then remember, we
second
told
year.
her this is year 2. He's
Yes.
barely getting into knowing his technology, knowing how far his reach can
Yeah,
go.
knowing where bridges are in Gotham
Exactly. So yeah.
City. Well, I mean, like, all right, we have to always remember that above all, Batman is human,
Exactly.
and there's shots of him, taking off his shirt. And his body's covered with scars, bruises. That's what we need to see. I'm trying to think back if we saw anything like that in the past. Like
And,
well, I guess he
in
broke
the
his
Dark Knight-
back. Yeah.
In the Dark Knight,
He got
you do
paralyzed.
see. I believe it's the one with the Joker. I think. No, it's actually the first one where he's just kind of he has a bunch of bruises, and Alfred is all like, "Oh, like if you're gonna have to, come back at night like this or something like that." I forgot what it was like. But he actually starts working out or something like that. But I remember he has all these bruises all over his body. So you do see it. But you could see it in this one that he's still refining himself. He's still trying to find the direction he wants to go. He knows what he wants to do, though. He knows he wants to fight for Gotham City, to do what he can, especially because of the whole, mom and dad thing and being dead and stuff
You know
like
what? A
that.
great line that happened at the very start of the movie is that he says something like, "I've been doing this for 2 years and crime has risen."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you wonder, like, is it because of him? Like, you wonder, like, somebody's trying to fight him?
He's doing something wrong.
But
Fucking up.
I did like that opening sequence, though.
It was chilling.
Every criminal looks in the shadows and is expecting for him to come out.
Up, yes.
And it wasn't into the clown face mafia, I'm gonna call them clown face mafia. The kids with that had that one kid with half of the clown face. He's barely coming in with
The initiation.
The
Let's
initiation
beat up
with
this old guy.
Yeah, and they're trying to beat him up in the subway.
I like that montage, but the one thing I thought was unfair was that here's a robbery in process, here's a beat in process, but then here's this kid spray painting injustices on City Hall, and he's just as scared, like, uh-oh, I'm exposing injustice. Batman's going to kick my ass. Well, all right.
I've seen videos on Instagram saying like, "Oh, if you're in Gotham City and then you litter, Batman shows up and starts beating you up. You throw a gum away, and he's like right there. I'm vengeance. He starts punching you in the face.
All right. How about well, we know we love the movie, but what are things that you didn't like? This is a conversation I have with my best friend about, but I'm very curious because I was like, what can you not like about the movie?
I'm gonna throw it to the comic book guy.
All right.
What do you think? What didn't you not like from this movie?
In terms of being a movie itself, probably the pacing.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
it could be the pacing. It's a slow burn type
Slow
of movie. Yeah, it's
burn.
a slow burn type of movie.
There-
It could be a good thing and a bad thing. That's the thing.
There's atmosphere building, but then there's extraneous.
Yeah.
All right. Like,
Yeah.
and right after I watched the movie, I called my buddy, and then we both thought of the same shot. And what it was is that near the end of the movie, there's a cage with a bat in it in the Riddler's apartment, and then he notices it. It's a shot from inside the cage. He knows there's something there, and he reaches in and very deliberately pulls out this envelope that says "To the Batman." And this shot is fucking like 5 minutes long.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
like,
talking about.
just grab that shit.
That was probably my only complaint.
Right.
And then I told Rachel before she even went to go see the movie. Shout out
Shout
Rachel.
out Rachel.
Rachel.
Knock
Yeah.
shift.
Knock you up, Rachel. I told Rachel because she asked me like, "What do you think I'll like it? Do you think I'll like the movie?"
Right.
I told her probably not.
Okay.
And then when
She'll
she went
question the martial arts.
to go, and then
I know, right?
She's like, that's not how we do that.
But she went to go see it, and she's like, "Oh my God, you were right." Because I think it's either you're gonna love the movie or hate it.
Right.
There's no silver lining, and I loved it.
And the people that I find that don't like it are the ones that are used to the
perfect
fast
man.
action.
And the
Perfect Batman.
Yeah.
Like he's
Sexy Batman.
Sexy Batman, fun Batman. I mean, not like there wasn't a lot of comedic moments in this one either. There's a lot of just dark,
There was
gritty, raining all the fucking time. Gotham City.
I remember from watching. There are moments that are funny, but they're not joke funny.
Exactly.
Yeah. But then you know what? I was talking about the Nolan movies, and I didn't rewatch them, but I watched like clips of them.
Okay.
There's a lot of Hollywoody type cringy humor in it.
Yes.
Like where I'm like, okay, I guess that's what you would say in a Hollywood blockbuster when you blow up a building or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was, again, very missing from this one, but I appreciated that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if anyone, even the people who hated on the movie, this Batman took some big fucking swings.
He did.
And I respect that. One concern I had, or not concern, but one comment I heard from people was that the relationship between Selina Kyle, Catwoman, and Batman wasn't sexy. There was no chemistry. And then I had to give it to them because I was like, yes, but it was by design.
Exactly.
And there's a reading of the movie that I was researching about where I think they played Batman as autistic. Me and my buddy Tommy were talking about this, or at least on the spectrum.
Okay.
And the reason why is that they had certain, like he had a certain social inadequacies.
Okay.
Like he had a pretty absent relationship with Alfred, his father figure, until he gets blown up.
Right.
You know, like even when he's like, yeah, I guess I care about you, and holds his hand, he seems like awkward about it. Other spectrum tendencies is the drive for his mission. Like, I'm going to do this. I have to do this. I have to do this. That's a very spectrum disorder thing. But even with Selina Kyle, like when she kissed him first time, he's like kind of confused about it. He's like,
right.
Okay. Like, and when he's using her to go spy on the
spy,
mom. Yeah, he's asking her to do things. What are you doing? Stare right at him.
Yeah.
Come on. You need to look directly at him. Like, he's not realizing, like, no, that's weird and creepy.
Yeah, it's weird and creepy.
So watch it again with that frame of mind. Every action he has.
You know what? That's a good perspective.
That's a really good perspective.
Yes.
You didn't think
Shout
about
out
it
to Tommy.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving me that one.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I
mean,
that.
I guess the idea is that you have to be that
Yeah.
focus-driven and task-oriented in order to be Batman.
Yeah.
Right.
And again, as part of the spectrum, that's what they do. They're very prudent sometimes. They stick with it. They know they have to do something. They get it done no matter what. So
I kind of like that idea though. Having
Yeah.
an autistic Batman.
Yeah.
Well, not
Okay.
spectrum. Remember, it's a spectrum.
Not necessarily autistic,
Yeah,
but maybe
yeah.
just the social awkwardness, like the way
Yeah.
that he approaches certain
I
situations.
mean, is Asperger's still a thing? Wasn't that disproven as a diagnosis? I can't remember, but
I don't remember either.
Aspergy Batman. I don't know.
Asperger Batman.
Only Cartman says that.
Now,
All right,
going back to the grittiness,
yeah.
because I know you. Okay, so me in general, like he just said, like the pace. I also said the pace too. Maybe the length a little bit was a little bit longer.
Pacing like 3 hours and 11 minutes.
Yeah, and then I liked the ending, and then I didn't like the ending because it was weird. Like it felt like it was over when the Joker was in jail, but then it just continued.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just felt weird. Like I don't know, but it was good and it was bad. I mean, again, it was confusing. It could have been the pace of the movie, but
Could have been just tired.
Yeah.
it was a long movie.
Yeah, it was a
I
long
watched
movie.
mine after work, and I was excited through it, but I was like, oh my gosh. Well, all right. First off, what did you just say? Did you say the Joker? All right.
Do your Joker laugh impression if you can. You have one.
I don't have one.
Just try your best.
I
love it.
That's an evil Joker laugh.
That's a
That's
good one?
scary. Yeah. My Joker?
A little more raspy. A little more raspy on that.
What do you got?
How about you got? What the hell? He's gonna take his mask off? Oh, that's Variant Erik.
That's good.
More traditional.
It was a good mix between manic and high pitch.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, some people said that they didn't like the Joker being included because it felt tacked on, and I felt the same way.
Okay. So, before we get into this conversation, because I was like listening to some YouTubers about talking about, so Warner Brothers released the extra scene from the movie, which involves the Joker.
A deleted
scene.
5 minutes, fully produced. It's
Beautiful, and it's a beautiful piece of film.
It's a great
It
scene,
kind of
yeah.
almost reminds me of like an homage, like a fan film almost. and it's the Batman trying to get some advice from the Joker.
Yeah, very Hannibal Lecter, Silence of the Lamb tip. I love this scene.
Now we'll go to the end of the original movie, and we do get a little of the Joker, but we don't know who he is. But you kind of already figured it is him being celled right next to him.
Right next to Riddler.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I think about this is like, do you think that scene would have worked being in the movie?
No.
Or do you like it like this?
We're gonna diverge. Okay, so
Because,
you first.
Okay, yeah, you first. You guys first, and then I'll say my opinion at the end.
Yeah, because it's already too much. Like
Okay.
having him in there, having included Joker in like that scene that you're talking
Right,
about.
right.
If you included that scene, it would have been way too much for the movie. It's a good piece of, it's a good scene.
Good cinema.
And that's why it was
but
released
yeah, you don't need to include that for the
Right.
film.
Okay. So, I have two thoughts about this. Now, the scene that exists as is, I kind of groaned at, just because I felt like, of course, here's the meat at the end of the worm at the end of the hook to get you to tune into the Batman Part 2.
Right.
Right. Oh yeah, there's Joker! Yay! In fact, even the original trailers when they showed that face paint gang, I thought that was like, that's an homage.
Why do they, exactly.
Those
why
are
do
the
they
Joker's
exist?
minions or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyways, when I saw the scene, the extra scene, I thought it was so great because I like that that Batman and Joker have that dynamic where, well, I'm gonna help you, but I'm kind of gonna fuck with you, but maybe I'm help you or maybe I'm not, right?
Right.
And I think that if they put it in the movie, it would definitely take away the spotlight from the Riddler. But then, at least when he pops up at the end with the Riddler, it wouldn't seem so cheesy.
Right.
So I guess the idea is that either don't have that. If you don't have that Joker scene, then don't have Joker popping up with the Riddler.
Right.
But if you're gonna include that scene, make sure that they're bookended together.
And that's exactly what I thought too. So I'm gonna go against you too and be like, I feel like it would have worked because it makes the last scene work. For me, at least. Yeah, we get the Joker at the end, and we all know it's the Joker at the end. And the way that he has maybe like a minute or two with the Riddler, and they're talking, and they're going back and forth.
Real gross looking.
Yeah,
Oh,
real
God.
gross looking.
Well, remember that in the original scene, we don't really see his shape, but in the bonus scene, the extra scene, you see how grody he is.
The face,
And then
the
somebody like
scars,
put it
stuff, and
together
the
and put it
scars.
online.
Fucking broken fingernails and shit. Yeah.
If you wondered if they're broken or if he actually pulled them off or he's biting them off,
Yeah.
you don't even know. But
It wouldn't
again,
seem
for me, it
so
works.
tacked on,
but then I could see that another 5 minutes to a 2 hour and 35, 40 minute
Yes,
movie.
It's already too much.
It's just hard. It's
Yeah.
hard because it is
But
such
like,
a great
I
piece
do
of
get
movie.
that you do need to hook the audience in for a
Yeah.
sequel.
Yeah, it's
Well,
true.
and they did do that with the Nolan movies, where I think the first indication of the Joker was we
Yes.
found this at the crime scene. It's a playing card.
Playing
But that was
card.
perfect though, because
Yeah.
it was just like a single scene. So that's
Yeah,
okay.
it was a single
Yeah.
scene. It wasn't necessarily like the whole
No,
part.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I mean, at the end of the day, I still love the movie. I love the movie. Now let's talk about we're forgetting about him. We're forgetting about the Riddler.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the Riddler. So let's talk about even that opening scene, the way he approaches the
It's-
mayor
It's fucking
in the
it's
dark.
a legit horror movie.
And the moment
Yeah.
he just strikes, you hear that grunt. You know, like that. You hear it.
With that fucking
like the
carpet
anger.
puller.
Yeah. Oh my God.
All
It
right,
was-
so the actor Paul Dano,
Mm-hmm.
Dano, he's a very talented man. If you ever seen There Will Be Blood, he
so.
it's a Paul Thomas Anderson movie. He was in Little Miss Sunshine. He's a very
Little Miss Sunshine.
yeah.
That's-
He
okay,
was
I remember
the
that.
son who has colorblind.
Yeah.
but very amazing actor.
Yeah.
Very famous for playing intense, creepy roles.
Mm-hmm.
Now, once again, the three of us, we work in mental health. All right.
Yes.
How'd it feel to have for that manic performance? He was flat out manic.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
very, very believable.
Convincing.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah, he was
convincing,
convincing.
definitely.
Yeah,
Somebody
like-
who is manic and maybe who have had remember, doors closed on him in the sense that he was growing up and he was always, thrown behind everybody else, being that bullied kid in a sense, like all that stuff. I can see that. I
It
can
all
definitely
manifests
see that.
where he's pacing.
Yeah.
No,
like,
no.
No.
Yeah.
I was ready to tell Tony, can you call the doctor?
Yeah, so just give him a call right now.
5250.
No allergies.
5250.
Let's increase the lithium to 600 milligrams Q2 hours.
And to figure out his end game was to get not only himself but the people going.
Yeah.
That the people in the live stream, and next thing you know, he does have
That was
followers.
a twist I did not see coming.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, and I really because they alluded to he has some followers. He has like 13 followers who watch him on fucking Twitch or whatever. But when all started coming together as part of the grand scheme, I was like, that's a new contemporary twist.
And one that seems to be hitting home and more real nowadays. You know what I mean? Like people that have the following and they just get people to do shit now. You know,
it seemed so plausible it's scary.
Yeah,
I mean, we don't have a
definitely.
seawall around us, but I can imagine a bunch of people dressed as the Riddler coming together to fucking
blow that shit up, dude. And it's plausible, it's feasible, it's something that can be done nowadays, and it's scary. But let's hope that you guys just keep it to the movies, because Jesus Christ.
So here's a question though: with this Batman universe, do you want it to extend beyond the Batman universe? Do you want other superheroes to be involved, or do you want it to just be purely Batman?
I want Batman.
Me too.
Purely Detective Batman. That's all I want.
Too.
Purely, I want him to get a little stronger in the mind,
to be involved,
stronger in the detective aspect of it, because he's gonna grow. It's maybe year 3, year 4. As time keeps going, I don't want him to be perfect. I want him to still have those moments where he's learning.
I think Batman has enough characters in its own
the Rogues
universe.
Gallery is so rich.
Yes.
And then there's Batman characters that haven't been tapped in other movies. I mean, maybe they're the more implausible ones like Killer Croc or Clayface and shit.
Yeah.
I could see a ventriloquist, right? I could see him being in this world. Let's see. Mr. Zaz. He's never been one.
Yes, he's never been.
Yeah, because he's been, again, too dark for those movies. Iceman, not so much Iceman, but I like the story that my wife died and I wanted to keep my wife.
Yeah. And how do you incorporate into that type of movie?
I mean, I don't want him to have a fucking helmet and like freeze, you know?
But,
But the idea of like, I'm only like this because I want to keep to bring my wife back to life, that could be used somewhere. So, yeah. Full on dark Batman, getting better.
Me too.
I think so too. I think well, before we go, because I wanted to ask, like, because you're talking about so Victor Zsasz would definitely be one. Who would be another villain that we could probably see in this type of universe?
Hush.
Oh yeah, all those the what's called Society of Owls.
No, Court of Owls.
Court of Owls. I'm sorry.
Court of Owls.
Because I thought that they were gonna be a part of it for some reason.
Yeah.
They're fairly a new creation. They were created like within the past 10 years.
Okay.
So,
but they've been the more more plausible characters.
It's a plausible
They could do Red Hood if they ever introduced.
Todd.
Yeah, but that would be years down the line.
Definitely.
Did you ever read Cacophony? Yeah, that was the one that Kevin Smith did. But then there's a character there named Onomatopoeia.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, and his deal is that he speaks in sound effects.
Whoa, that's pretty
Like
cool.
he'll say something like "bang" and shoot someone in the head,
okay.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, like again, with the Batman's rogue gallery being focused on those with mental illness, I mean,
Well, speaking about mental illness, wouldn't it be? What's the doctor's name?
which doctor?
Doctor. He works at Arkham.
I mean, Harley Quinn?
No. He's
I know
bald.
who you're talking
Bald.
about. I know who you're
He's
talking about.
Asian? No, he's not. He's Asian.
He
in one
was
of
in the
movies.
first Arkham game too, right?
Yeah, Doctor. Oh my God, what is his
know.
name?
Google, Tony. No,
What?
I said Google.
Wait,
right
Doctor
now.
Who? Doctor Who?
No, Doctor. Isn't it Hugo? No, Doctor.
Yes.
Victor Hugo?
Doctor.
Hugo.
Hugo Strange. No, that's what is it. Hugo.
It's Hugo.
Doctor
Right?
Hugo, right?
Yes.
Doctor Strange, got it.
Yeah, Dr. Hugo Strange. Right?
Hey, man, we don't know fucking DC. It's
Yeah,
all about.
no, it's-
This is a Marvel house,
You're supposed to be the
goddamn.
comic book guy.
Yes,
Doctor.
Dr. Hugo Strange.
I was right.
Yeah.
See, Doctor Hugo Strange. There you go, Doctor Hugo Strange.
Because when you said Dr. Hugo, I'm like, yes, it's Dr. Hugo Strange, the lesser known Doctor
Strange, exactly.
I mean, you know what? They could do a Harley Quinn reboot, but they could see it step by step.
Exactly.
You know, like we don't see her. We want to see this girl this doctor being slowly gaslit by Joker until finally she breaks him out. I'd want to see that.
We see like a nice Harley, really cute. This like up and coming doctor that's really like, was it Harlan
Quinzel.
Harlan Quinzel.
Yeah.
You know, and then next thing you know, like we start to see little bits and pieces of her change and stuff like that. But we're seeing it while the Batman is asking questions about somebody else or somebody
Yeah.
somebody that's in Arkham. Like, you can see that going. And you can see Hugo in the background too, because he also works at Arkham too. Make it work. So at the end of the day, it's like not just like, you have a array of anybody you can choose from, pretty much. I mean, but just someone's Ark.
And then next thing you know, we get a fucked up looking Harley Quinn.
Oh man,
Joker.
Oh my God, what happened to
not
her
even
hair?
sexy or anything like that. What the fuck?
Someone, her nails are all broken.
What's going on with that? Yeah, but at the end of the day, the Batman definitely has a great piece.
What's your rating on it? If you rate it from
Sure,
1 to 10.
1 to
10
10.
being the best.
Oh man, I'm gonna give it an 8.7.
Okay.
Almost an 8 point, almost a 9. Again, we have those discrepancies of the length and the pacing and the slow burn. Slow burn can be good sometimes. So I mean, it's not a bad score. And my judgment, 8.7 sounds to me pretty good to me.
Okay.
I don't know about you, Jonas. What do you think?
I would get it about an 8.
Okay.
Because again, my favorite movie or Batman movie is still The Dark Knight.
Yeah. Okay.
We go without question.
And we won't go too far into it because we don't have that many minutes left. Yeah. But this guy hates the Dark Knight trilogy. He doesn't like it
at all.
I like Batman Begins.
Okay.
It's actually my favorite Batman film.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I would say that this film is my second favorite Batman film now.
Wait, so Batman Begins and then
Batman.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know what, like I'll give some love in the past. I really like Batman Returns.
Yes.
Yeah.
Batman Returns,
I really like it. I think it's still strong.
Yeah. Batman, and then of course, like, I mean, I don't know, you and me grew up. Well, all three of us grew up in the same era.
Yes.
The original Batman with Michael Keaton, of course. I mean, that one was like, for me, the car, awesome.
I thought you were gonna talk about
Ever Dance with the Devil in the Pale
I know,
Moonlight.
exactly.
I thought you were gonna talk about the other Batman.
Oh, Val Kilmer Batman.
Oh,
George Clooney Batman.
Don't speak their name. I don't have my house. But you know what? I'm not gonna front, man. When Batman Forever came out, just like in my house nonstop, baby, I compare you to a kiss from a road. And Adam West. All right, Adam West.
Yes, that's what
I still loved it. It's
loved it too.
It's stupid fun.
I loved it too.
But then the great thing about it was Adam West played it completely straight.
Yeah.
Like you knew that every second he was doing it was like, oh, I really got to pay that mortgage. But like, well, chum, like this looks like the underhand of blah blah. Blah. Like it's so.
I love that one too.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
Well, in terms of me giving it a score, I agree with Jonas. It's an 8 for me.
All right.
Yeah. Scored it higher than you guys.
That 0.7.
That 0.7, guys. 0.7.
I like that shot with him in the cage.
All right, so that's a little take on the Batman. I hope you guys did it. And then just let us know what's your favorite part of the Batman, if you liked it, if you guys did not like it, if you guys wanted to see more of it. That would be, did you guys want to get that? Let us know in the comments down below.
Wait, favorite scene. We got to talk about a favorite scene. Because I think it's going to be a majority one.
I really like when he's guiding Catwoman through the 40-degree club.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's not a flashy scene, but I just thought it was a new dynamic. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, of course, because I like the action part, the part where he does emerge from the darkness in front of the masked men.
Yeah.
About the clown guys, the clown mafia, whatever you want to call them. I mean, because it's just
insane clown posse.
Yeah, insane clown posse. How he just comes up like, who the fuck you think you are? And start to beat his ass. Vengeance. Like, I don't know. I thought for real, like, that's fucking badass. Right. But, no. I remember now. I remember now.
What is it?
The take that we get, the camera being upside down.
Yes, that's my
favorite.
Looking out the Penguin's car.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you see the Batman coming out of the car. The music.
Oh, wait. Hey. Like, speaking of that, there's one of the jokes where they tie him up and then, like, they interrogate him and Gordon. And so, hey, you guys just going to leave me like this?
Yeah.
So there's... actually, just one last thing. I know we got to cut out, but then we're talking about plausible Batman villains, right? Tell me this. At the very end, when they're on top of the scaffolding and Catwoman's getting choked to death, he injects himself with something. Is that Venom?
It
has to be, right?
It has to be Venom.
So then that means there could be a Bane, right?
It could be a Bane.
Ooh.
He
I was
took
thinking
it.
about
He
that.
went fucking crazy strong.
Yeah.
He lost his mind. He almost he beat the shit out of that guy. So then that means that this is a world where Venom could exist. So that means there's probably gonna be a Bane.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. I can't wait for that. Damn it, I can't wait for that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're gonna end it there. That's I'm gonna give you guys a little taste of something different. I know, but it's okay. I'm gonna for the people that the camera's off, but you guys are gonna be able to hear at least the last few minutes of this. I hope so. If not, it's okay. We'll
just overlay pictures of Robert Pattinson from Twilight.
Oh, perfect.
Just keep them engaged.
Twilight or him in what was that movie with the lighthouse?
Yeah.
With the black and white pictures.
Twilight for the girls, Batman for the guys.
Yeah, there you go. And I'll put something on SNL or some shit like that. Have some jokes and stuff, but it's all right. You guys will be able to see that on the podcast and the YouTube. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. This was episode 22, 23. I don't even remember, but it's okay. I think it's 23. I think we're right.
Yeah.
23, episode 23. I really appreciate Eric. I really appreciate you, Jonas.
Thank you, sir.
And I appreciate you guys. If you guys are watching me on the camera, I'm pointing to you guys for watching this and hearing us on the podcast. Really appreciate it. You guys have a good one.
And sorry for lying.
April Fools, motherfuckers.
April Fools.
Bye.